Hey guys, so we're going to read the case of, now she goes by two names, Tiffany Foster or Tiffany Starks. So you might have seen her in the news as Tiffany Foster Starks or Tiffany Starks Foster. I'm just going to, I'll title it with both names. Um, she went missing from Lakeside apartment in, it looks like Fulton County is what it says. She went missing on March 1st of this year. They say, she left to go to the grocery store. She has 3 children. Oh, let me pull up some other stats about her. Hold on one sec. Because somebody brought it to me in my group. So, yeah, she's 35 years old, 5'2", 220 pounds. Last seen on March 1st, 2021 at her apartment in Newman, Georgia. Okay. So she, there's a lot weird with this case. There's some things kind of weird with it. She allegedly leaves to go to the grocery store on 3/1. 3/2, she missed a college class. She was going to be a police officer. Okay, so law enforcement, she was taking courses. And then 3/5, she missed work. 3/8, the car is found. 3/11, she missed a flight. So she's definitely missing and everything. And she does have a fiance, and his name is Reginald Robertson. Now, what's weird is he ended up getting arrested for apparently moving the car, maybe because it's part of a crime scene or he should, something. But he moved it to College Park. It was found on 3/8, but apparently he's responsible for moving it. There's a red flag, okay? And then he also, in April, he ended up getting arrested for kidnapping and aggravated assault. So he's got a little bit of something. Now, that must have been going on, the case pending or something happened. It must have been around the time, she was still here. And that whatever this incident was about, I don't know the whole thing on that, though. I didn't want to read too much stuff. I think I watched YouTube news. I saw the sister obviously pleading for her to come home, and then read a little bit, but I'm trying not to read too much into it. But I do like to usually have my dates accurate so you guys know what's going on. Like I did look at, I just was checking just a couple minutes, like how many readers have done this. Definitely not as big as Gabby Petito, okay? But there was a few, and somebody said she'd been missing since 6/3/2011. I'm like, you're way off. You need to check your facts. And I stopped watching that one right away. I don't know what tarot reader that was. They weren't very well known. So anyway, so we're going to read this. I'm going to use the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. It's a little more of a social deck. Spirit was telling me to use that deck, and I'm going to find out why. And let's go ahead and pull some cards from my Missing and Crime deck. And we're pretty sure crime has been, because she's not going to leave 3 kids. She's got her life ahead of her. She's going to school for law enforcement. She's doing real good. I believe she was maybe about to graduate. She was like almost there or something like that. But she had, everything was going good for her. And then this happens. And everything. As a matter of fact, the bottom card, it says police. That's what she was going to be. So that's very interesting that the shadow card is the police, and now it's the police looking for her. Okay, so let me focus. Hopefully we get some cards that will tell us something. And then we'll try to get some keywords after the end of the read. Maybe locations that she could possibly be. But there's a lot of why to me. It's always senseless. But there's a little bit of why there. Why this happens. It's very mysterious. And I would like to see that myself. Okay. One of these days, I may get a camera behind me and aim at the table. I don't know. I know a lot of YouTubers do stuff like that. I do it kind of in my own way. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Hold on one sec. I'm wondering if she Okay. Wow, that's really... Okay. I'll tell you guys in a sec. Hang on. Okay, that's good. But I'm wondering about this. No, I know that one doesn't fit. Sometimes once in a while a card fits. I know it's not. It's still getting used to me, this deck. Yeah, but she's a tough girl, though. Well, I actually get it twice. Okay. Okay, I have a feeling that doesn't fit. A woman may know something because I get the woman card. I actually, because I have this in more than once because I combine a basic crime deck with a missing person deck. I got will be found twice. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Okay, and that's awesome. I believe there is some evidence. They must not be talking about it. I do get trust, so I feel we trust the person. I do get physical abuse, so I feel we may have been in a relationship with some physical abuse. I did also get the sexual assault card. Okay, so there may be a situation. I'm not saying it's a fiance yet, but I do get, unless the physical abuse is with a stranger, that is a possibility. I'm not 100% on board it's this fiance just yet. The sister said she believes he knows something, but I'm not 100% there, and I'm gonna look at that. I'll see if is the lovers coming up, is certain things, but it looks like some kind of physical abuse and some kind of possible sexual assault is what's going on here. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop it down and let's read. But I got that trust card, so it may be, I'm not sure, unless it was somebody she just met and gained her trust. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. But that's pretty much what I'm getting. But to pull the will be found card 2 times, guys, that's really good. That's a good signal for me she'll be found. Okay. Yeah, because I combined 2 decks. I just put it in one big thing. That actually gets my hopes up a lot, because she's been gone for 6 months. It's kind of a hard deck to shuffle. Almost there. Come on, higher self. Right. Actually, I want to go there. Right there. Sometimes you gotta really pay attention where to cut it. So I've got the 2 of Wands here. That kind of makes me feel hurt. I know it has kind of a rock concert here, but the tradition is to kind of, the possibilities are really endless for her life. She had, holding the globe in her hands. She could go anywhere, do anything. She was setting up a really good life for herself. That kind of energy. She just had, this was her time to shine. This was her time to shine. And I know I'm speaking in past tense here. And I've got for her the Queen of Cups energy. So with her, she might be a water sign. That's a possibility. Very sensitive and so forth. Very, good, emotional, but tough. Still tough too. But this is a very sensitive, good, loving type of person. I'm sure she's a loving, mother, sister, and all that. I see how that lady, she's kind of talking to everybody, giving advice. I feel like this is somebody that, people could come to for good advice, and she's going to tell them like it is. And we've even got that dog kind of sitting there, to really emphasize, she's real loyal to friends and family and everything like that. That is her nature and so forth. But she could be water sign. Let me go ahead and look here a little bit here. So I do have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is a little different in this deck. It shows like a surgeon and things. Ace of Swords for me can also be a weapon. Okay, is one thing it can be. I also have the Emperor next to it. So I do take note I've got the Emperor. The Emperor can be very cool with emotions. Okay, he doesn't always have a lot of emotion. Sometimes he can be cruel. As you can see, the man is like holding out his hand. He seems like good guy, this, that. We've got a picture of a family in the background. But sometimes the Emperor, he has another side. Okay, because he's Aries. He's the god of war. We got to kind of know that as well. Now, that's very interesting. I'm coming up with another male. I've got the Emperor, but I've also got the King of Blades. So this is kind of making me feel, and I kind of like to look at that. Got an older male and a younger male I'm kind of feeling here. Let me look at that Emperor a little bit. Next to the Emperor is the Five of Wands. That can be my battle card. As you can see, these people are having a battle. That can be my battle card. I can see that for physical violence. So I'm going to lean that the Emperor is the issue. So then I've got this King of Blades. And I've got the Ace of Wands next to it, which can be fire, chemistry, passion, and so forth. So I'm kind of leaning. I'm going to be straight with you guys. I'm kind of feeling that the fiancé is the King of Blades and the Emperor is another male. And I've got a physical assault here that's overlapping this one. Remember, he could be the god of war. He could be cruel and things like that. So I'm actually being drawn to another male. I've got two males here clearly, okay? So I'm feeling more that the King of Blades is actually the fiancé, because I've got the, the Ace of Wands, that chemistry, to point to the relationship. Obviously, she loved this person and so forth. And yeah, we've got the Knight of Cups, and just, were they a happy couple? At least, she was happy. Notice this woman's very happy in the image and so forth. That overlaps them. And let's look a little bit more at that Emperor. We've got the Three of Coins. So this makes me feel some kind of partnership. So I am feeling like, I'm feeling like we might know this person around and about. Kind of notice in this image, people are just kind of around and about and so forth. Like maybe in the neighborhood and things like that. So we might have kind of knew them. But maybe they, how do I put it? We may have knew them kind of in passing afar. So I feel, and maybe that's where that word trust comes in. Like I kind of know him, I trust him. So I'm wondering if she was stopped by someone, like she's at the grocery store, she's doing this, that. I mean, we're like, oh, can you help me do something? Something along those lines, and it goes bad. So I'm actually kind of feeling, it might be somebody, I don't know him real well, but I'm feeling a different male here. Okay. Which, you never know what you're going to get, but I'm actually being drawn to a different male and so forth. And I've got that Judgment card. The only thing that worries me sometimes is Judgment, is somebody not going down for the crime. I worry a little bit about that. Let's see. And we're dealing with the moon. Everything is confusing. The moon is about confusion and illusion and everything. Mystery. It's a lot about mystery and so forth. Let me look at that Four of Cups. Yeah, I kind of feel... looking at this kind of image right here, were kind of like refusing maybe to give some answers or something like that. And I look at that, this kind of person may be a little bit more of a loner type of energy, just kind of the way that person is shrugging off. They're kind of in their own world and stuff. And for the most part, just wanted the happy family life. I feel like her family life and connections with sister and all that is really good. And notice the children and everything. And then she was engaged. There may have been a little trouble in paradise, but I'm actually leaning away from this fiance. I'm leaning away from it. And I've got that 9 of Wands energy. Notice that person's a little beat up and so forth. That's especially to put up a defense. I feel she had to defend herself against someone. I feel like I'm in a fight and I have to defend myself. Let me go ahead and look here. Okay. So sadly, I do have the 8 of Cups. And I feel like, kind of had to get, I look at the kitchen. The 8 of Cups is a little different in here because she left and did not return. She went on a journey to basically go to the store. May have left a few things kind of that need to be taken care of. There was a lot to do and everything. Next to it is the Death card. These are in her position, so I do believe she has passed. Let me go ahead and look here. I feel we will luck out finding her in some way with the Wheel of Fortune. And the King of Pentacles makes me feel an officer that is working on the case. Somebody that's not given up. They kind of make me feel, and I look at this vast field that is there, and I feel like they're really they're going to do some good searches for her. I'm sure they've already been searching, but I feel like, see how there's so much land to cover? That's the thing. And that kind of makes me feel she might be in something like that with a lot of land and greenery, like in that background. She could be in something like that. But yeah, I've got the Tower, like just pure chaos. Pure chaos. And unfortunately, the sad part, the 6 of Cups, leaving the children behind. She had 3 children. I know there's more children in this one, but leaving the children behind and everything, which is the sad part, and this is especially why they really need to find her. So we do get the Death card in her position. That's normally a strong indicator, but I'm actually leaning on another male in the picture that's not the fiance and stuff. I'm a little surprised by that, but I see, that's why I like to always set things aside and be like, I want to be open-minded. Don't just assume the first one. When I read the Heidi Broussard case, everybody assumed the fiance, and my tarot reading did not point to the fiance at all. It pointed to me someone faking a pregnancy, and that was actually the case, and that was the person who killed Heidi Broussard and took her baby. The fiance was innocent and everything. And I remember even people, after that was all revealed, still trying to figure out and factor in a way the fiance. Well, maybe they had a relationship, and it's like, no, they were anything because they didn't want to admit they were wrong. And I could be wrong too. Maybe we'll find out in a few months it's the fiance. It's possible. The only thing I can tell you is I'm getting 2 males in here. I do feel the King of Blades is the fiance, because the Ace of Wands is next to him, kind of that chemistry, fire, passion. And then this Emperor, I've got the 5 of Wands, okay? I've got this conflict, and I don't believe we're talking about the same person, because these 2 males sit side by side at the foundation, pointing me to 2 different people. Okay, and the Emperor, maybe because it picked an Emperor card, might be a little bit older of a male, is a possibility. But I look at that handout. Remember, I told you the Spirit wanted me to grab this deck. That handout, we might have, found a way to gain trust in some way and stuff. Somehow, some way. Maybe they were a friend and they called, or they saw her out or something. Can you help me with some? That's what it kind of feels like. Actually, I don't feel a call. I feel like I feel like we're kind of out and about, and then, can you help me with something, or something weird like that. I feel something weird like that happens. Now she's trading for law enforcement tough. and everything. So, but I do get, looking at that Nine of Wands, which is really about defense and everything. I feel she had to defend herself and things like that. But there's some kind of physical assault, and there's a possible sexual assault mixed in there, because I did pull the sexual assault card. Okay, so we're going to try to get some keywords. Let me get my phone, because sometimes I got to Google. You guys know, for those who watch me. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I will read other missing person cases. Sometimes I dip into politics. I did a lot of coverage of that. So, okay. So she was in Newman, Georgia. So let me go ahead and focus on that. That's where she starts. Yeah, so I'm actually leaning away from the fiance. I mean, it is a little weird about the van. I don't know why that all happens and stuff, but that's what I'm getting 2 males here and stuff. Okay. I set this down. I'm hearing the name Christopher. I do not know if that is a person, or it could be a street or something, some kind of connection. It comes up very fast. Okay, comes up very fast. I don't know if that means anything. What would that be? Sometimes I get the weirdest things, and I normally do not know what things mean. Scroggins, Georgia.
Scroggins and Williamson, PC. Here you go.
Okay, Scroggins and Williams. Okay, Scroggins. Scroggins. I'm not sure what it means, but there is a couple businesses with the word Scroggins in it. So I'm just going to leave that to the side. They are in Georgia, one in Atlanta. I don't know how far Atlanta is far. And then, yeah, I'm not sure how that fits in, but that's a unusual name for me to hear. I actually don't feel she's very far, though. I feel she's not very far. Yeah, I just drew the card fight. I feel we have a fight with someone. And we have to defend ourselves. Can we get a location or something? I wonder... I am wondering if the person could be, because she went to school, if it's possible they're a student. That it's a possibility. Okay? It's a possibility. Because I feel like I see them in passing. I see this, that. It's a possibility. Because I'm hearing student. And I'm being very drawn to where she went to school. Okay? Newman, Georgia, and Center Point.
There are a few of them. Tap the one you want.
Oh, it's Newnan, Georgia. Excuse me, Noonan, not Newman. I'm hearing the word Center Point. There are some Center Point properties out there. So I'll just circle Center Point. Oak. Noonan, Georgia, and Oak. Oak. I was hearing Oak. There is an Oak Street. It looks, trying to find it on here. Okay. There is an Oak Creek Trail. I was hearing Oak, and there is an Oak Creek. Oak Creek Trail that is in Coweta County, where is the Noonan. So it's very possible, because remember I pulled that card and it's kind of like this vast, this thing and stuff like that. Kind of, I feel like a vast area. It is possible they should check Oak Creek Trail. I would like to look at that a little bit. Hold on. Oak Creek Trail in Noonan, Georgia.
Here's a map of Oak Street, Noonan, Georgia,
Oak Creek
30263.
Trail. Oak Creek Trail. Oh, they got, this is, okay. So they've got a lot of homes along it. There's Oak Street and Oak Creek Trail. And it looks like, I'm wondering if this is a newer area, so they might, so it might have some areas that are not built or something like that is a possibility. But I was hearing Oak, so I don't know if it says Oak Creek Trail or Oak Street. But it is in that vicinity. Hold on, I'm feeling Star and Noonan, Georgia.
Star around Noonan, sure.
Star dance. There are some star places. Okay. I was hearing Star, and there is a Star salon out there, so I'm wondering if there is something around that place. If there is a Star salon, or somebody goes there, there could be a connection. Silver Star, what else is around there? Star Salon, there's a couple of Star Dance Salon is not far from Star Salon. So it's like Star Dance Studio, Noonan, Star Salon. So it's very interesting. That is actually very interesting. These two businesses are on either side going like this on here. There's a clue there. That is possible we could be somewhere in that vicinity. That's probably about all I can get on this right now. I think is what I've got. That's the best I can get. So I feel something with Oak, something with the Star, which brought me to two businesses, Star Salon and Star Dance Studio. Noonan's like right there, and it's like this. It goes in a row and stuff. And I did hear the name Christopher. I'm not sure if that is, I do not know if that is a person or someone knows something related. I just know the name came in very quickly. I did hear Scroggins, which is kind of an unusual word, unless I'm hearing it wrong. Centerpoint, I was also hearing that. I did get the word student, though. I'm wondering if she went to school. But I'm actually leading away from the fiance, guys, which is kind of surprising. Because I've got two males coming up here, I'm going to kind of yield to that there may be another male involved in her disappearance. And of course, I hope we find her.